Smartphones have taken big leaps forward in 2017, with brands such as Apple, Samsung, OnePlus and Xiaomi leading the way in terms of innovation and improvements. One brand that hasn't had a very good year would be LG. While the LG G6 was a good phone, it couldn't quite compete with the sheer quality on offer from the competition. Multiple price cuts later, the LG G6 still can't compete with the likes of OnePlus, Honor and others. However, LG has followed a system of two flagship smartphones a year for a couple of years now, similar to how Samsung has both the S series and Note series. For LG, the second flagship is the V series, and this year's variant is the V30 Plus. Launched in India at Rs 44,990, the LG V30 Plus borrows a lot of inspiration from the Google Pixel 2 XL, thanks to LG's manufacturing agreement for the larger Google flagship. We review to find out if the LG V30 Plus has what it takes to bring LG back to the flagship game. The biggest common factor between the LG V30 Plus and the Google Pixel 2 XL is the screen. Both phones use the same display, which is the LG-developed 6-inch QHD+ POLED screen. With distinctly rounded corners, and relatively thick borders around the screen, this ensures that the LG V30 Plus looks a lot like the Google Pixel 2 XL at the front. However, while the Pixel 2 XL has notably thicker non-screen space at the top and bottom, the V30 Plus slims this to barely anything. As a result, I am of the opinion that it's an excellent-looking phone at the front. The screen itself is good for the most part, and is arguably a bit better than the Google Pixel 2 XL when it comes to punch and brightness. While the color tuning on the Pixel is geared towards accuracy, the LG V30 Plus offers a more punchy and vibrant outlook, taking better advantage of the OLED screen. The tones can be tweaked as well, but I found the ordinary tuning to be fine. Unfortunately, the notorious blue tint that is associated with POLED screens is still plainly visible and bothersome. The LG G6 was a good phone with good specifications, but its biggest shortcoming was in its SoC. Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 while launching in 2017 was perhaps the worst decision a flagship smartphone maker could make. Sure, supply of the Snapdragon 835 wasn't enough when the G6 was launched, but then perhaps April wasn't the best time to launch the LG G6. The LG V30 Plus doesn't make the same mistakes. Worth noting at this point is that there are two variants of the phone, but the only difference is the internal storage, and the variant with more storage has been launched in India. The LG V30 comes with 64 GB of internal storage, while the V30 Plus comes with 128 GB. Apart from the adequate internal storage, the phone comes with 4 GB of RAM and the Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 SoC. There is also a 3,300 mAh battery with support for fast charging. The only disappointing part of the spec sheet is that the phone has been launched with Android Nougat out of the box. LG isn't known for its quick software updates, but the V30 Plus will likely be the first smartphone from LG to receive Android Oreo when it does. As mentioned, the LG V30 Plus comes with Android Nougat out of the box. The LG V20 launched last year with Android Nougat and was one of the first devices to sport the new version of Android, giving it a significant advantage over the competition. This year, LG has been unable to have the phone ready with Android Oreo at launch, which is disappointing to say the least. LG's user interface has undergone small tweaks, but is still unfortunately among the less intuitive of the manufacturer options available today. While the welcome option to switch between a single-layered and dual-layered interface remains, the general look and feel still feels a bit overcooked. There are customizations for the sake of customizing, rather than to offer users any real advantage. The settings menu is cluttered, the quick settings bar doesn't offer too much in the form of customization and feels cluttered as well, and you simply can't eliminate elements that you may not want or use. Most system widgets and apps are also average at best when it comes to design and features.